Hey, I'm Luke, and welcome to my Conquering the JavaScript Interview playlist series of videos and stuff. We covered in two previous videos at the start of this playlist of how to reverse a string, one with a solid interview-style answer that included a nice for loop solution, and a more memey joke answer that I would definitely throw out in an interview using those native methods of split, reverse, and join, because I think it would get a laugh. It would show that you know some cool stuff, and then I would then go write my actual for loop solution. So make sure to go check out those two previous videos. I'll have their links included in the description below. As always, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe as well. Today's algorithm is palindromes. Palindromes are words that are the same forwards and backwards. For example, we have race car, rotator, and kayak as palindromes. And palindromes can technically be also like entire sentences. Like technically taco cat is two words, but it's the same forwards and backwards. So technically that is a phrase, or maybe idiom, taco cat. That's the same forwards and backwards. We're going to make the assumption today that this one will only receive single word string arguments. And yeah, that's all they are. So clearly this function is palindrome, will take a string argument and needs to return a boolean of true or false, whether that input string is indeed a palindrome. So this is why I love teaching string reverse and then following it up with the 1-2 punch of that was 3 punches, Luke, of palindromes, because I like to point out to my students that, again, luck is where practice meets opportunity. So we have practiced a simpler pattern, or say a simple question of how can I reverse a string in JavaScript, and all of a sudden knowing something like that can answer something a bit more complex like the palindrome algorithm. We'll be doing that more than once in this playlist series. This is something I kind of done with my students over my webinars over the years, and I've kind of just pieced these things together. We're going to be talking about like breaking down strings into character counts and how that can answer even more complex questions from there. And all this stuff kind of snowballs together quite nicely. But let's go ahead and check this one out here, because if you've seen the two previous videos, you already know how to probably solve this one very, very well. All we need to do is make a comparison to the input string to its reversed versions. Let's go ahead and bust this out, because this should be a pretty simple and straightforward solution. I'll go ahead and use the loop solution I had in my very first video, where we prepared this empty string to concatenate it in a reverse fashion. We're going to use a shorthanded loop to say const character of the string, or char, or whatever you want to call it, or karak, and we're going to loop through and simply reassign reversed to be the new character at the beginning concatenated to the current reverse string value. So we're just tacking on characters at the beginning every time we loop through our string. And then this is where in our string reversal function, we simply return the reverse string. But in this case, all we need to do is take and compare our input to its reversed string, and this will return a Boolean comparison. We're using a strict comparison, not loose comparison here. Good thing to do in interviews as well, to make sure you know your stuff, that strict comparisons, aka the triple equal signs, will check for both type and value, whereas loose will only check for value but not type. It's just good things to know in an interview setting to really show that you know your stuff. And that's it. Again, like I had said, we had learned a simple pattern, how to reverse a string, that answers something a bit more complex like palindromes. And that's this whole like algorithms and data structures. That's what it boils down to. Have you practiced enough? Have you seen enough patterns? Do you have enough tools in your tool belt to look at something and go, wait, I know how to solve that. I have this hammer, I have this screwdriver, I can get it done. And that's what I'm here to do. We're equipping a tool belt together in this web series and this YouTube playlist, and I'm going to help you fill it with tools, as many tools as possible, and how to use them so you can then, well, tackle any problem in front of you. Let's go ahead and test this sucker out and see if she works. I don't have any console logs appearing here, so let me go ahead and just copy and paste this code so I can log it. That way when I invoke this function and call this function, I can have some kind of terminal-based output so we know it's actually working. I'm going to call isPalindrome with mango, which is not a palindrome, as my test shows there. Let's try rotator, one of my palindromes. There we go. Yeah, we got true. So I think we got it. That's it, right? There was race car. Bada bing, bada boom. And we'll do, I don't know, my cat Percy's on the desk curled up right here, and I know his name is definitely not a palindrome. So yeah, I mean, it looks like our tests are working. We should be good to go, and this is a great showcase of how a little practice can help you answer something more complex that might otherwise terrify you. And I'll see you on the next series of videos where we show another cool thing we can do with strings. And yeah, hope you all enjoy this video and keep on watching this playlist, and you'll be a master in no time.